Now, our next question is, what is the maximum period that Medicaid can penalize us? And so we're familiar, again, if you listen to our last answer, there's a 5-year look back period. So I qualify for Medicaid, I apply for Medicaid, they look back 5 years and they total up all the gifts, divide by 5,800, and the answer is the number of months going forward in time I'm penalized. So the last example I used was $580,000 59 months ago. But let's say I apply because I don't really understand the law and I qualify. Well, then 580,000 divided by 5,800 is 100. 100 months going forward in time, I've got to pay for the nursing home bill. And people go, well, that's crazy. I have lawyers that say, so you can't do that. There's a 5-year maximum on the penalty. No, there's no maximum. If you give away $5.8 million, then I guess it would be, if my math is right, like 1,000 months. What is that? I think that's a lifetime, okay? So it's a really long time regardless. There's no maximum on the penalties. So the key is in understanding the look back and understanding the penalty is controlling when do I apply for Medicaid, assuming I'm qualified. So there are times where we're qualified and we say, I'm applying right now. I know when Medicaid looks back, they'll see some gifts, so they're going to penalize me. That's okay. I've taken that into account, and I have a plan in place to pay for that. Because normally, if somebody comes to us and mom or dad's already in the nursing home, if mom and dad are married, we can save usually 75, 85, maybe 90% of the assets. A single person, we can usually save about half the assets. So we can definitely deal with this penalty period. So sometimes we do apply, we take the penalty. Other times we say, you know what, the penalty period would be so big, we're just going to continue to privately pay. And then at the right time, understanding the rules, when we apply and look back, we don't see those gifts. And so if Medicaid doesn't see the gifts because they're outside that 60-month penalty period, or excuse me, 6-month, 60-month, I'll get it right, look back period, then there's no penalty. So that is a real key point in understanding 60-month look back and then that be unlimited penalty period, knowing when do you apply. And if somebody comes to us before they're in a crisis situation, then we say, okay, here's what we're going to do with the assets, because we know if we get in a situation where we're in the nursing home, how do we deal with that look back? How do we deal with that penalty? We have a plan in place.